Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and I've got three phones laid out before me here. You might have seen them before. That's the HTC One, and we've got the Samsung Galaxy S4 with the Nexus 4 thrown in the middle. For some reason, alright, you know why. These are great phones, and they're now Google Edition phones, and that's what we have here. So we'll flip the Samsung over. Look, it's Galaxy S4, it's a Nexus 4, and it's an HTC One, right? We've seen these a million times, but they look a little different now because they're running stock Android. That's the big deal about these. They're Google Edition, stock Android. That's what it is, stock 4.2, in fact. We'll show you more of that in a minute. Here's what really stands out for me. Google's not treating these like Nexus phones, and here's why. Nexus logo, and then we've got a new splash screen on the Google Editions. It's kind of cool, actually. I like that. But to me, that tells me that Google says, all right, there's Nexus, and then there are these Google Editions. We'll have to see how they handle them going down the road, but for today, that stands out. That's a pretty obvious difference. Let's take a look at the phones themselves. All right, look, we know the hardware, right? We know the HTC One. We know the Galaxy S4. We know stock Android. We've been using that on the Nexus 4 since November, in its latest iteration. And things are pretty snappy on these devices. That's kind of what we're looking for, the little things. How well does it run? How well does it act? How good are the cameras with all these software differences? As far as tooling around the UI, it's normal. Right? It seems plenty speedy so far. I'm going to load it up and give it my usual UI, my usual layout, and we'll see how it goes. The app drawers are the same, not quite identical. See if you can spot the differences yet. All right, see, you've got Google Wallet on Samsung, and you don't have it on the HTC One. That's one difference. And another one, Google Earth has preloaded itself on the Galaxy S4 and not on the HTC One. That's kind of weird. Not quite sure why. Not a huge deal. You can download Google Earth on the HTC One if you want. Cool, but differences. So let's see, pull down and quick settings are the same, still work exactly the same. Pull down with two fingers. So as long as we're talking settings, let's go dive into them and see exactly what we're dealing with in About Phone. Android 4.2.2, Android 4.2.2, most recent build. Again, exactly what we expected to see here. Nothing has really changed in that regards. I know it's not 4.3 yet. You're going to have to wait a little longer. As long as we're here, let's look at the storage. That was a big deal with the Galaxy S4 because the stock Samsung ROM took up so much space. We've got about 11 gigabytes and change free here on this Google Edition Galaxy S4. It's a 32 gigabyte device for the HTC One, so you've got more storage there. But remember, you do have the SD card on the Galaxy S4. It's the buttons down here on the bottom. So these aren't exactly quite stock, but they work exactly like you'd expect them to. If you've used a Galaxy S4 or HTC One before, you know what's going to happen. Long press the home button and you get Google Now. Double tap it and you get the recent apps. Multitasking. Cool. Same thing on the HTC One. Hold down the home button and you get Google Now. And double tap it and you will get your multitasking, your recent apps. Cool. That's exactly how we expect it to work. It just is done up in the Google UI instead of Samsung's iteration of it or HTC's version. No notifications here, but again, completely stock. Works like you expect it to. So that's kind of it for those, I think. Again, stock Android. We're used to it. Hasn't changed one bit. And it's running pretty well. I'm happy with them. The camera's another story. We're going to have to do some tests, take some pictures, and we're going to see what those look like. So look for those in a different post. Again, these are Google Edition and completely unlockable. If you've done a Nexus before, you can unlock the bootloader using Fastboot OEM Unlock. Takes about 30 seconds. I've done it. If you've got the Galaxy S4, the flip case works just fine. So stock Android indeed. That's definitely not stock, but it works fine. It's cool. That's good. I like that. Here is another change we've discovered, and that is the camera app has been updated. So on the right here, we have the Nexus 4, and on the left, we have the Google Play Edition Galaxy S4. And you see the options there. When you hold down, they go in a ring fashion. Little design, cool. And on the left here, you've only got this little half moon, and actually much better animation too, a lot smoother. So that's cool. We'd seen that teased a little bit, but it's definitely here, and that's just an update to the Gallery app. So cool, nice to see. Beats Audio is on board the HTC One. You can turn it on and off in the settings. You won't actually see the Beats Audio logo up top, but that's okay because it's still on the back. So just in case you forget, I guess. So there is your quick look at the Google Play editions of the HTC One and Samsung Galaxy S4, stock-ish Android. There's the actual stock HTC One right there, in case you were looking for it. Stock Samsung Galaxy S4. Got to figure out what to call stock these days. What the hell is stock? We're going to have to figure that out. We're going to have to wrap our brains around it. So there you go, guys. A quick look. See who's going to drop $600 on these. See you later.
Jerry here from Android Central. If your wife won't let you run around naked, grab a kick-ass t-shirt from shopandroid.com.